Welcome to Destination 101, the podcast of Toastmasters District 101. Take a ride with us on Highway 101 and discover Toastmasters clubs from Silicon to Surf, clustering along Highway 101 in California. Yeah, how many times can I say 101, right? Well, find out about District 101 news, tips, and events, and hear from members and clubs. I'm your host, Birgit Starmanns. Welcome, everyone, and welcome to Shyamala Sista. We're happy that you can join us. Shyamala has served as a Toastmaster since 2014 and has held almost every club officer role. She has been an area director, club growth director, and is currently the program quality director of the district. She feels that every single leadership role that she has held has helped her to identify her communication and leadership style and how she can succeed by exploiting her style as a strength. Welcome, Shyamala.
Thank you, Birgit. I'm very happy to be here today.
Well, just like we all like to dig into presents around the holidays, let's dive right in and unpack the answers to a few questions. Let's start with a hot topic for this and the next couple of months, actually. One of the first leadership opportunities in Toastmasters is to be a club officer. Give us your perspective on how a club officer can gain and hone his or her skills.
Club officer training is a vital means of leadership development for clubs. It is an opportunity to receive additional information and skills to create greater success in their clubs. The second round of club officers training sessions in December through February are already published on the district website d101tm.org. In addition to this, to provide continuous support to the club officers, we are holding club officer after hours on the second Wednesday of every month. It is a forum for the club officers to reflect on how the past month went and ask themselves what they want to try going forward. They can ask questions such as, what can I do to add value to the members? What can I stop or refine that did not go well? What is it that they want to continue in their role? Most often, listening to peers will help each officer with new ideas.
That's actually sounds like a really productive happy hour. And I love the idea of officers helping one another, even outside of some kind of formal training. So in addition to the COTS or club officer trainings, what else is happening in the next couple of months?
In addition to club officer trainings, we will also have our next TLI series in January and February. Toastmasters Leadership Institute, or TLI, features a great variety of speakers from near and far and on a variety of topics to help our members. This is not only for our club officers, but also for our club members, and most importantly, all guests who are not Toastmasters are also welcome. If you missed our TLI series in August and September this year, there are recordings of the series on the district YouTube channel. You can also check our district website d101tm.org for more details.
Well, it's great that members can also join club officers, so it's not an exclusive club, so to speak. And you mentioned that members also attend TLIs. What other types of learning opportunities do members have?
Great Events is another great learning opportunity for members. Typically, great events include webinars and workshops on communication and leadership topics. Planning and putting together an event is a great way to learn and practice many new skills. If you'd like to try this out with an event for the district, or if you have a topic that you want us to cover, please reach out to me.
We've had some great variety of topics, so hopefully our members will reach out and give us even more ideas. But now that we talked about officers a little bit, let's take a step back and talk about the club experience. To develop good leaders, it starts with members and the officers within a club who need to foster an environment for growth. What needs to be done to ensure clubs are, well, for lack of a better word, healthy?
Who doesn't want to be part of healthy clubs? Some of the things a club can do to be healthy is to have a very strong first impression. Engage the guests, ask them to introduce themselves, encourage them to participate in table topics, and ask for feedback at the end. And most importantly, invite them back to visit the club. This will want the guests to come back to the club and better would want to join. Celebrate successes, both large and small, in all roles. Icebreaker speech to distinguished Toastmaster, Each and every achievement calls for a celebration. Emphasize the importance of the mentorship program, not only to new members, but also members at all educational levels. I currently have two mentors who constantly guide me and, most importantly, push me to have higher goals in my role. Using mentorship will not only help with the member retention, but it also helps the club to thrive.
It definitely, mentorship is a really critical role. I've had several really important mentors in my Toastmasters path so far. And of course, there are leadership opportunities for members and club officers beyond what their experience is within one or more clubs. And there are members that are members of more than one club. What would you recommend to those who want to spread their wings and develop as leaders outside a club?
There are many opportunities to hone your leadership skills outside of your club. District leadership is one such opportunity. Some of these are short term, like chairing a district event, including trainings, conferences, or special events. And some are long term, typically for a year, like being an area director, division director, PR manager, and more. Whatever the leadership role it may be, it will help with self awareness of your leadership and communication style, self confidence that you can lead a team. Both these are transferable skills that you can take back to your workplace.
And that's a really important point, taking what we learn in Toastmasters and taking that back to work. And that way, if we do make a misstep, it doesn't affect our work if we learn from that in Toastmasters first. We'll be taking some questions from our members, but before we move on to those, let's stop and smell the roses, or the holiday baking at any rate. While this segment will usually be dedicated to District 101 trivia, it is a holiday season. So whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the recent Diwali, I personally write New Year's cards instead of Christmas cards, and there's the upcoming Chinese New Year. Now, there are lots of parodies of holiday, well, Christmas songs, really. So there's an example when I was growing up of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer where kids would scream other kinds of words. For example, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose like a light bulb. So we would just insert these little comments. Taking those extra words as an example, let's take a little trip to look at the 12 random days of D101 Toastmasters. All right, here we go. On the checklist for Toastmasters, my mentor said to me, apropos mentoring, check out the club mentor and club consultant programs on the website. 12 months to meet goals. And guess what? We're halfway through already. 11 paths to choose from. Remember that free TI path that you can get? 10 DCP points to help your club thrive and be a D101 President's Club. 9 great events replays. Well, plus one more after this week, all on YouTube and on our website. 8 L4 blog posts. That's a level 4 elective in most paths. Now's the time to get social, and we have a blog on d4tm.org/blog. Hint, hint. 7 club officers. More on that in a bit. But check out Lucky 7 and Magnificent 7. 6 endless months on Zoom. Kudos to our D101 clubs for adapting. 5 levels per path. I know. Just try to put a new spin on it each time you do an icebreaker. 4 meetings per month. For most clubs, meetings are weekly, with a few specialty club exceptions. 3 round robin evals. Several advanced clubs give multiple evaluations per speech. 2 new episodes of this Destination 101 podcast and the heart-to-heart conversations. And 1 distinguished Toastmasters plaque. Yeah, enough of that. It's a way to do a happy holidays.
In Toastmaster style. Great job, Birgit.
Well, there's a little bit of a plug for our d101tm.org website in there somewhere. See if you can find it. All right. Now that the pseudo singing is over, as promised, here are some burning questions from District 101 members that have continued to come up as part of event feedback in the current Toastmasters year. This one is specifically around club officers training, And I chose it because these COTs, or club officer training sessions, are coming up quickly. And Shyamala, you just mentioned it earlier. So the question reads, I've been an officer in my club for more than 5 years. I've taken on all but one of the officers' roles. I could teach this stuff. Why am I required to keep attending? Can't my past track record count instead?
Normal benefits of interaction with other officers is one of the key experience of club officer training, because it is not the same set of club officers that you will be part of the training each and every single time. Each one of them will bring a different perspective, different personality to their roles. That itself is a learning opportunity for some of these officers who have already attended the training. Or better, why not sign up to be a trainer? You can attend Train the Trainer event and understand how the training typically goes. And voila, you can be a trainer. And also, as you are aware of, club officer training is required for your club's DCP points. So, all the more reason to attend. But the most important reason why one should attend club officer training is there is always something new to learn. You can't beat that.
No, you definitely can't beat that. Well, then let's look at our next question. And this is from a member who asks, I need to understand more about pathways since I see it everywhere. There's a free path. What does that mean? And what's in it for me with doing pathways?
How often have we heard those words? Never stop learning. You can start your Toastmasters educational journey on Pathways. It is a web based and, most importantly, self paced. If you are not sure about which path to take, the complete list of paths and the projects are on the district website d101tm.org. If you like two paths, go for it. Toastmasters International is giving not only the first path but also the second path free. There are many exciting elective projects in Pathways which address skills needed to communicate in today's world. For example, blogs, podcasts, presentation software, and networking. If you are an experienced member, add your own challenges. Take advantage of the electives that were never covered in the traditional system. Challenge yourself to take advantage of all that Pathways has to offer.
Yeah, I think that's a good point because a lot of times you can really take a different spin on even similar projects. And you mentioned podcast, and here we are, right? So I think I should get credit for that. And so should you. So to our listeners, remember that you can write us with your questions. But now we're going to go to our last question to Shyamala, which is now, as of the second podcast, designated as our standard final question. So what's next?
Our district strength lies in our members, and I'm very happy to serve them as a district leader. What's next? It is left to the members. Whatever their needs are, my team and I will work on it.
That's awesome. Thank you, Shyamala. And I expect you're going to be getting a lot of emails after this.
Thank you, Birgit, for having me today. Very delighted to be part of this.
For our listeners, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Whether you are in District 101 or beyond, come take a little holiday journey along Highway 101 to visit our many clubs. Most clubs are meeting virtually, and most clubs are not taking the rest of the year off, so it's the perfect time to meet other Toastmasters during your Christmas breaks. Tune in next time and email us at pr@d101tm.org with questions that our district leaders can answer in future podcasts. And if you miss an episode, you can review them all at www.d101tm.org/destination-101.